Shuang Dajin here. Today's live run features T4 gear, thermal, and a solo map clear. In this match, something crazy happened, unseen since Season 1. We've hit huge stats in Chinese lobbies with T4 gear, even reaching a 100% extraction rate last season. With thermal added, is clearing the map even easier? Welcome to episode 183 of the 200 solo runs with 3M funds and 100M loot. For clearing, the little red room is the most comfortable spot. Since spawns are all north, we just move forward to check every location. So let's start by checking the nearest abandoned warehouse. First, check the tank. If no one's there, then we climb in. Just because there's no one at the tank doesn't mean there's no one at that spawn. It only means there's no one camping, so we still need to check carefully. Since I'm playing a low intensity match, I only need to check the usual high traffic spots along the route. There's no need to be too thorough. After coming over here and not finding anyone, it's pretty clear that no one spawned at this spot. After all, in casual matches, it's rare for someone to rush in or camp right at the spawn. Since we've confirmed there's no one nearby, let's unlock the Cotton Castle first, then keep moving forward to check the next spots. Up ahead, there's another respawn point at the loading area. This one is really versatile. It can double back to open the warehouse, head straight to the villa, rush the motel, or check out the north and south markets. From season 13 until now, I've never seen anyone choose anything else, except in this match. Wow, I can't believe he managed to loot stuff on the first floor of the watchtower. Alright, I gotta hand it to him. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone pick this option in the past year. If it weren't for his loot box, I'd have thought he was a bot. At this point in time, the only way someone could show up here is from the loading area respawn point. So we need to keep moving forward and clear the way. At most, only 3 squads spawn on each half of the map. Right in front of us, on our side, there are the last 2 respawn points. Once we clear both of these, basically, there won't be anyone left on this half of the map. There hasn't been any gunfire at North Market up to now, which means it's very likely that no one spawned there. There also hasn't been any gunfire at the villa, so that means the person in the loading area most likely doesn't have any teammates. So if there are still enemies on this half of the map, they could only have spawned at the first airdrop crate, which is right in the middle of the map. It's basically impossible for someone at that spot to double back, since their extraction point is on the other side. So we can just go ahead and open the supply bunker along the way. That way, once we've cleared the map, we can just head back and open the safe directly. Let's check the second floor of the southern market, then take a look at the beacon tower. From the beacon tower, you can see the entrance to the recycling station. If there aren't any bot loot boxes in front of the recycling station and the door isn't open, then most likely no one has been revived there. In other words, there might have only been 2 revives on this half of the map. Of course, it's also possible that the person who spawned at that revive point didn't check anything and just went straight to the stables or the hotel. That's possible too. So we need to check the hotel spot first. But when we look, the broken bridge and Cotton Castle still haven't been unlocked, and there are bots inside the hotel, plus we've never heard any gunshots. That means there really aren't any real players nearby. So we need to keep moving forward and check the next spots. The person renting a room at the hotel is definitely still guarding against being looted, so we need to check the cemetery first. If you go straight to the greenbelt, you won't see someone moving from the cemetery into the hotel, so you have to clear this area first. Man, good thing I checked the cemetery first. If I'd gone straight to the greenbelt, wouldn't he have just taken over the hotel right under my nose? Let's use a throwable first to prevent getting ambushed. Once we hear him healing, we'll rush in and take him down. Now that we've eliminated any threats behind us, we can head straight to the greenbelt. Let's check the artificial lake first. If the door to the artificial lake is open, it means that person might have already cleared it and then moved on to the stables. If that happens, we need to check the stables right away. But if the door is closed, we can keep moving forward since there haven't been any gunshots at the stables. But when I got to the artificial lake, I suddenly saw him just coming out the door. Man, I thought he was just a bot at first. Judging by the direction he's facing, it looks like he's heading to the granary. After all, he's walking like a bot, so let's check if he's carrying a heavy load. So we need to take a look in his bag to see if he's got any big loot. But before you open his bag, you have to make sure the area is safe. So we need to head over to the stables first. You can see the stables have already been looted. Combined with the fact that he came out of the artificial lake cabin and then turned right, these 2 clues together make it pretty clear. He respawned at the first airdrop crate. After respawning, he rushed straight to the stables, looted both the stables and the artificial lake safes, and then planned to head to the granary to extract, but we intercepted him along the way. So the 3 of us already know everything about this half of the map, and the guy we took out at the cemetery has been there for quite a while, which means there's only one possibility. He must have come from the granary. Otherwise, there's no way he wouldn't have reached the hotel after all this time. But of course, all of this is just my speculation. To confirm my theory, I still need to check out the recycling station. What if my guess is wrong and there's actually someone else at the stables, and after looting the stables, he comes over to check out the recycling station, right? So we definitely need to rule that out. And as it turns out, the result is really exciting because the safe at the recycling station hasn't even been unlocked, which means our earlier deduction was completely correct. So next, we just need to check the granary. If there's no one at the granary, then it means we've cleared the whole map this round. That's right, there were only 3 enemies this round. Generally speaking, in low-intensity solo matches, you'll only run into other solo players, and at most there will be 5 enemies. There's basically no way you'll ever see a full squad. If you lower the intensity even more, you might even end up with just 1 enemy on the entire map. A lot of people bring thermal scopes and find out, oh, all your enemies are fully geared with thermal scopes too. It's just too hard to fight. But for me, even when I bring a thermal scope, the difficulty is actually even lower. And this is also a little trick I cover in my advanced tutorials. In my advanced tutorials, I walk you through step by step on how to get into bot lobbies. As long as you follow the steps in the tutorial, you're guaranteed to get in. There's absolutely no wordplay or tricks. Everything is stated clearly and directly, and the instructions are simple and easy to understand. It's just like a multiplication table. If you're asked what 7 times 7 is, you just look at the table and see what it says for 7 times 7. I've already considered every possible situation, so whatever you run into, you can use the methods in the tutorial to solve it. You don't need to understand any complicated theories because I've given you the most straightforward, simple, and effective methods. All you have to do is follow along. This version offers the best value for your money, and it also has extra advantages. For example, you'll get more first place finishes than before, and you'll get more jackpots too. After all, in every game you can claim most of the insurance. Just like in this round, most of the insurance was taken by me. If you want an even better method after trying this out, you don't need to start over, just upgrade directly. We've been providing stable updates for 2 years now, so both our quality and reputation are guaranteed. If you want to improve your gaming experience like I did, you can check out my advanced tutorials. The unbelievable thing that happened to me this round was that every radio I checked actually had a small gold prize. I scratched 3 in total, and all 3 had small golds. Especially the 2 in the hotel, one of them was even a premium small gold. Man, I've never seen anything like that before. There was the snake gold in room 201, and keep in mind, we still had a lot of insurance items we hadn't even used yet. The loot this round was pretty solid too. It's been a long time since I've seen a 6-to-1 egg drop, so when you're upgrading, don't overlook any of the container boxes. Next, I put all the small golds into the train since none of our insurance items on that side have been used yet. After all, we'd already cleared the map, so there was no way anyone else could take them. Plus, in low-intensity matches, there's barely any camouflage, almost none at all. Now you can really feel how relaxed low-intensity matches are. You can just take your time looting and searching. After all, at this point, the only real threat left on the map is the bots. Next, we went ahead and cleared out all the high-value loot spots at the southern market in the villa. Damn, there's no big gold in the villa safe. Are we really going to miss out on double big gold this round? That's pretty unlikely since we haven't even touched any of the safes on this half of the map yet. But don't worry, there's still plenty of time left. We went through all the houses and managed to find another small gold. We'll definitely have enough time to turn in our tags and catch the train out. We hop our way into the warehouse, loot the place first, and then hit the safe. After all, we already finished the starting safe. Damn, still nothing. Our last hope is the safe at North Market. Might as well grab the airdrop crate too. If we're lucky, we could get a thermal scope in there. Don't forget to grab your starting bag. Those A545s are crazy expensive. There are still 5 minutes left, so let's double back and loot the loading area. There are actually quite a few high-tier loot spots here. Check this out. Thanks to this grenade, we can fold up the QBU and take it with us. Right next door is the old loading area key room, and there's another high-tier loot spot inside. Don't forget to grab it. If you're paying attention, you'll notice I already put the gold chain in my bag. That's right, I'm making room for a second gold chain. Honestly, clearing the map isn't hard. It might only take 3 minutes, but sorting your backpack can take 30. Man, my bag is full and there's still more loot. What am I supposed to do? If you're like me and always struggling with a full backpack, you really should try playing some low-intensity matches. Thanks for sticking around till the end. I really appreciate your support. There will be even more awesome high-quality tutorials coming up in the future. I'm Lien. See you next time. Bye.